and gentlemen, welcome to a separate video from our podcast because we had a guest in the previous one. We're going to be reviewing Predator Badlands on this show. It gets its own separate video for the review. My name is Bryan.
Rene.
And welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen.
And I know what you're thinking.
What?
Oh, no skit. Damn right there's not.
No
it's
skit.
hard.
Yes.
It's been a long week.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's hard to write funny jokes.
It's hard to be funny when you're sleep deprived. Yeah, because then you get depressed.
But sometimes you can turn that into even more funny.
Yeah, but then you end up like Robin Williams.
I'm not there yet.
Y'all right there, bud?
No.
No, I mean, no, you're not, because you would have to take hardcore drugs.
That's true.
Yeah,
That's true.
He wasn't on drugs.
Melatonin is starting to be considered a hardcore. No, it's killing you. You heard about that?
What?
Melatonin's killing you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I heard there's a new. I heard this. So if you take it chronically.
Oh.
So apparently mind you, it's a study.
Mm-hmm.
It's in preliminary and everything else, but apparently people who take melatonin on a nightly basis are higher risk of heart failure.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, fun fact, right?
I guess it's because it regulates your heart.
I was gonna say,
rhythm.
yeah, it affects your heart because when you're sleeping,
because it's also putting you to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So like your heart is like, let's say you're up. It's kind of like you slamming on the brakes really hard.
But to be fair, they said that the study is also being conducted on individuals that have already had pre-existing heart condition problems. Mm-hmm. So they can't find the link.
That's why I'm saying it's a preliminary study.
You know what isn't a preliminary study? Predator Badlands.
How is that?
I don't know. I'm just trying to find a way to transition
I
out
was
here.
like, how you
Before we get to Badlands, I just wanted to talk to you because N7 Day is today.
Why are we talking about N7 Day?
Because I
already had my outburst on the chat. I'm not going to talk. No.
I wanted it on camera.
No, why do you want it on camera? And I love how you're just like, how dare you announce something in 4? Did you see the meme that I sent him?
No.
I said like first time? Because this guy had the audacity to be like, how do you announce something in 4 years and not even do something? Dude, have you not heard of Kingdom Hearts fans? Have you not heard about our turmoil?
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, exactly. When it comes to N7, that's the same freaking thing. And then they have the audacity to come out and be like, guys, we're working on the game. Just be patient. What do you mean be patient? What are you talking about?
You gotta wait longer.
What do you mean wait longer?
It's funny because like there's just so many of these games that are just getting like delayed.
Yeah.
Like Grand Theft Auto 6.
Yeah, but that's a separate issue.
Grand Theft Auto 6 got delayed again.
Yeah.
Where now it went from May. From May to November. This game is never coming.
My favorite meme is the one where Homelander's in the dark alleyway and he's like, or dark hallway, and he's just like, and it says, when you got your wife intentionally got your wife pregnant to be on maternity leave, but GT6 gets delayed again.
Another 3 months. Yeah.
No, a full 6 months.
Yeah, because it went from May to November. November. So that means a year. So it's not coming out for another year. And they were saying, it's because the quality isn't where we want it. Which I'm assuming it's because
they fired people.
That, and also I'm assuming it's buggy as hell.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, probably.
That's probably what's happening, is that they're running into a lot of bugs.
I'm still mad about what BioWare did last year to us. Guys, it's N7 Day. Go check out Dragon Age, whatever, Vanguard, whatever crap they were working on. That's an insult.
That was pretty garbage.
That was pretty bad.
I'm really hoping that the new Mass Effect game does not have that engine or the mechanics.
Like Andromeda?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a rough one.
Yeah, I think they wrote themselves in a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, on One Piece news, we finally get ourselves an ace. Zolo.
They are
Zolo.
They are very cool together. I thought it was a joke, and then you said it was confirmed.
Mm-hmm. So,
that's dope.
Yeah,
That's
I'm really
cool.
excited for that. That's gonna be super sick. The only thing I have to say though, the guy who plays Luffy looks older than Zolo, even though Zolo is older than he is.
Yeah.
Zolo is just aging really well.
Yeah.
It's those Hollywood drugs, man.
No, but he's taking that Ralph Macchio stuff because he looks like, because Ralph Macchio still looks good.
He does.
For being almost 60.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
Predator Badlands.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Predator Badlands.
Predator Badlands. That's what the whole point of this video
Going back
is.
to 80s stuff.
Going back to 80s. Okay, let's just start off by saying this. Did we love the movie?
No, it was garbage.
It was okay. It was mid. No, it was really good.
Okay, I was going to say,
I thoroughly enjoyed the film. It was so much fun to watch.
Yeah, that movie was sick.
dude,
I
this
wanna
was the
watch it
first
again.
time that Nick and I actually we both agreed on the film, just kicking ass the whole time.
Yeah.
I was enjoying it.
Yeah, it was so good. It was so good.
There wasn't a lot I was expecting out of this movie. I was expecting just to have fun and just to get to know this character.
There's like lore that they could have messed up on, or they would have expanded. It would have gone the wrong way. They kept it simple. They kept the culture of the Predator pretty much intact and how it's supposed to be. And then they just gave us a good interpretation of what a predator would be doing in an environment where it was basically the prey.
I like the idea that, and I do like that Trachtenberg is kind of going in with all of these like Predator movies.
Yeah.
And Predator like IP now, where he's basically going like all the Predators aren't together. Like the Predator from Arnold Schwarzenegger, Killer of Killers, and everything else. None of the same predators. Like they're all from different clans.
Yes.
Like the planet is just full of clans, and like they're all dealing with. There's like a fly in here. It's bothering the hell out of me. Anyway, what was it? And I'm really excited that they're expanding more and more on the universe to go. Okay, cool. This is what this is what it is, because this is one of the first times that they've actually called them Yautja.
Yeah.
In like any medium since not since Prey they call them Yautja, because at the very bottom it says Yautja Codex. Killer of Killers it said Yautja, but like it's one of those things of like, oh yeah, they are the Yautja.
They're trying to establish like proper lore to the predators. They're not just called predators, because
they were just like, oh yeah, they're predator.
I was talking to Sean about this on the way home. Is this the same? Is this the same tribe from
Killer of Killers?
Killer of Killers?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
So they did say. So Trachtenberg did say that this is the furthest in the future that we've ever been for both the Alien and also for the Predator universe. Because this is everything. Like everything is way in the future. So that means like nothing is being touched behind us.
Which I'm totally fine with. I mean, the fact that they gave us Weyland-Yutani and they did it in such a way where they didn't even have to hint at an alien to make it stick was pretty cool.
Didn't have to rely on the xenomorph.
They didn't have to.
You know what? And that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Alien Earth. Take notes. Because you know what? You didn't need it. I think Alien Earth is a better show without the xenomorph.
I can agree on that.
Yeah. If you take the xenomorph out and it was all about the other aliens that were inside of that were on the thing.
It should have been like that. Yeah.
That show would be a lot more interesting.
We already know so much about the xenomorphs. If anything, you could have just put in the implication of how the synthetic can communicate with the xenomorphs. That's it.
Or the hybrid.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say...
Just have an egg. Just have one of the eggs, and you don't need a xenomorph.
Until like the last episode.
Well, that's the thing, is you can show the xenomorph in Alien Earth to the very end. And like that was my complaint. I told you that, is that you literally have the xenomorph in the first episode and you're seeing the gore happen in front of you like within that moment. It's weak. It doesn't really show anything.
Think about how sick that would have been.
Yeah.
If you had the other alien, if you just would have had one egg, singular egg that they found. It's been inside the incubation like container that they have, like the glass box. All the other aliens, like the eye alien was able to make all the other aliens escape.
The eye jockey.
Yeah, the eye jockey. And then now they're all like going there, and then the only way to escape is the main character has to then lock himself inside of the cube. He doesn't know what's in there. It's the end of the episode. He thinks he's safe, and then all of a sudden behind him, you just see, and the egg open up, black. You hit credits. Boom! That's how you end the season.
That would be. I mean, to me,
that would have been a dope season.
That would have been a dope.
It would have incentivized a reason to continue with season 2. I'm okay with the xenomorph appearing in the last 2 episodes. I think that's fine because again, you have to make the show relevant for just general audiences.
And I think that's where the show hurts itself, where it's a show labeled Alien Earth.
Yeah, you have to have the xenomorph.
You have to show a xenomorph at some point.
Yeah. Now, to kind of talk about like what Predator Badlands did, right?
Yeah.
I can say, because I've talked to a couple people. I have a really good friend that I used to work with who watched Prey, right? And he said that he didn't really care much for Prey, and the reason why was because he just didn't like how that Predator was interpreted in that movie. He grew up with the old ones, like the old the short. I think I
was talking about that with Ryan. Sean, I don't know why I said that. I thought of Ryan for some reason. With Sean on the way home. we were talking about that, how the hardcore fans of Predator franchises are not going to necessarily like this version of the Predator.
And that's okay.
Because it's a PG-13 Predator as well, too. So you're not seeing all the cool kills as we're used to seeing in Predator films.
It's not as
and stuff
brutal.
Like that.
Yeah.
And this one is a different character type.
Yeah.
That's another thing.
But also, just because you're being introduced to a tamer Predator doesn't mean later down the line.
Well, he's not a tamer Predator. He's a Predator that doesn't know the ropes. He's not as well trained as his other clan members, as his brother or his father in this sense. But the reason he didn't like Prey so much, I think, and don't quote me on this because it might not be his exact words, but he basically I think he didn't like how this Predator was...
Prey or Badlands?
Prey.
Oh, okay.
That the Predator in Prey was relying way too much on his tech in ways that didn't benefit him. Like, it didn't seem believable that the girl could defeat the Predator.
Why?
He just didn't feel it. I can't tell you word for word what he said. I'm just telling you right now from what I remember.
That's what he said.
That's what he said. Now, what I'm going to say is this. In this one, what I do like about it is that it basically started you out with a level 1 Predator. Mm-hmm. And he had to grow and adapt.
It's Proto-Predator.
Yeah, exactly. And then at the end of the movie, we had a huge payoff. If we're going to be talking about payoffs like what we would want to see in Alien Earth, we got it in Predator Badlands.
I did. And you know what? I like the idea of going back to the original 8 Predator movies in a way where, you know, they're lost in a jungle that you don't really know. Is an environment that is not only dangerous, but it could kill you itself. Mm-hmm. And then you add this hunter that's out there that's trying to kill you. Mm-hmm. The fact that by the end of it, Deck has to then use the world as he's learned, as he's kind of adapted to it, you know, this hostile world, and then make weapons out of it, because all of his weapons have either been destroyed, they've been used up, and everything else. And it really does show you, oh, this is how a Predator should be. Honestly, this would have been a dope Craven movie. Like, if you would have put this on Earth, and then you would have put, like, this is a Craven movie.
Oh, yeah, that would have been cool.
That would have been sick.
Well, because he's doing what Craven actually should have been doing.
But that's what I mean, though, is that, like, Badlands is, like, the perfect way if you were going to do a Craven movie. Like, you turn that, the final, that, like, the actual, like, alien that he was trying to kill, turn that into a giant lion, call it a day. And then put him in the Amazon, and like that's it. Like literally, it's the same thing.
Well, you were talking about it when he lands on the planet and he picks up the caterpillar and it blows up.
Yeah.
You literally looked at me, because Nick looks at me. He goes like, "That's coming into play later." I'm like, "Yeah, this was the perfect Chekhov's gun," because it started to show, and that's what I really liked about this movie is that everything he interacted with, he was being taught a lesson.
Yes.
So if it wasn't the exploding caterpillar, it was the blow up needle plants. The cactus plants. It was the razor grass. It was the eels. The razor grass was funny. Yeah. He learned how to kill the rhino. He learned how to interact with the eels that would shoot acid spit.
I like seeing predators with no weapons. Mm-hmm. I really enjoy that. I always enjoy like the end of Predator.
Well, think about it this way: that the cloak that he was trying to earn became his father's greatest weakness, because the reliance on it at the end was what led him to die.
But that's the thing, though, is that arguably that's why when whoever you were talking to, I have a feeling I know who, but
no, it's not him. You don't know. He's a cool guy.
My thing is that, you know, him going, oh yeah, his over reliance on tech. They all have over reliance.
Again, don't quote him 100% because I don't know if that's what he said.
But I'm just saying in general. In general, that is kind of like a Predator's downfall in general, is they're all over reliance on technology. Not only that, but also this weird honorable, but every single time that the fight gets out of like where we're certain to win, we're gonna cheat.
Yeah.
And I do love that it's finally brought up in a Predator movie of like, this is cheating. Like you going invisible, that's hardcore cheating.
Yeah.
Like, that's not fighting fair.
But did you guys notice that they kind of leave little subtle hints as to why certain things are done a certain way? Like at the beginning of the movie when he's fighting his brother, he basically says like, oh, you rely way too much on your cloak because you're letting it you're showing yourself too easily. And he does end up finding out where he's cloaked because he's using a little bit of the thermal vision to figure that out. Like, you can kind of already establish from the movie that the cloak isn't as reliable of a piece of tech as he make it out to be.
Well, remember, he sees it in the water.
He does.
He's in Predator 2.
Yeah.
That's how Donald Glover sees it, is because he sees him in the sewers.
Yes.
And that's where the water is.
Now, the other thing that I did like, that where they kind of like explain things very subtly, is when he runs into Tia. And she's having like a little bit of a meltdown to try to translate. Did you guys catch the reason why we understood her in English?
Yeah, because she said that you hear Yautja, everybody else hears their spoken language.
Yes, and it was the universal translator. And I'm like, that's flipping dope, dude. That's such a cool way to just kind of casually drop up like, yeah, she's speaking Yautja, but you're listening it in English because that's what your species would hear in this universal translator. I'm like, that's dope. There's a lot of really well thought out world building techniques in this movie.
I also really enjoy Bud, especially seeing as
MJ Jr.
Well, because the thing is that they really do kind of go like, oh yeah, he is a baby. Like, he's a baby version of the Kilak.
The Kalax.
Yeah, the Kalak. Or Kalaski or whatever it was. Because she even says they feed on these things. And then it shows up and it's trying to eat one of them. And it's like, oh yeah, he is one of them.
Yeah.
Like, it's a huge like...
But it did a good job to not make you realize that towards the part where you start to question it, because I figured it out when the adult smelled him and it stopped, and I'm like, wait, it's a spit. And I don't think anyone, I don't know, did you pick it up?
Yeah.
Okay, I mentioned it to someone, but like Sean was in his own world. I think you didn't hear me, but I was just like, it's because it's the same species, and you kind of figured that out. But it took you that long to kind of like let it settle in your head. Maybe some people figured it out, but you were so intrigued by everything else in the movie, you didn't put the piece until it actually mattered.
I also thought it was interesting too. I love the fact that entire planet could kill you.
Yeah.
Like, no matter where you went, like,
that was F you the planet. F you.
It's like, find out. No, because the entire...
I wanted to see something land in the razor grass.
Oh, and just get just decimated.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is,
the razor grass pissed me off.
I thought it was interesting because there was a lot of like flying animals.
Yeah.
Like, there's a lot of flying animals, and then they slept on that cliff.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, like, they didn't address the fact that like nobody really took shifts on like sleeping in this dangerous planet. That's really weird. And then when it zooms out, you just see this thing hanging.
Oh,
and it's just knocking things out of the air, just eating anything that flies near it. And I'm like, oh, they had a bodyguard the whole time. That's awesome.
It's like it had an answer to everything. This planet was the F around and find out, but there was always an answer to something. And it was so interesting. I want to know if they actually brought in maybe an expert, a wildlife expert, to kind of figure out how to build a proper ecosystem.
I would imagine so.
Because the cactus, the needle shooting plant thing, that was a species that was co-living with the bird, because the vulture was relying on the plants to use for the plant to poison its prey, and then it would eat it.
Yes.
Yeah, because when you get stuck, when you get stuck in the needles, you go straight to paralysis.
Yeah.
And then and that's why he was throwing the rocks.
Yeah, it's codependency, and it's like, dude, that's like flipping dope. That's like biology 101.
Yeah.
So but still people forget about it, and it's cool to see that in a movie.
I want to know how much of Deck is mask and how much of it is CGI.
Oh, a lot of it is it's real.
Yeah, I know, but it looks so good, especially on his outer mandibles.
Yeah.
Like when he's breathing, and you can just see it like.
Yeah.
Like you can see his his, not his cheek, but like his side flaps.
Yeah.
Like they're going in and out like real skin. And I was like, oh my god.
I will tell you, amazing. That prosthetic for that Predator was freaking dope, dude.
Yes.
I have never seen a Predator show fear. The moment that he
I love actors that can like show everything in their face.
Dude, the moment that he was,
eyes were great.
Who was the actor who portrayed Deck?
When the father was when the father told the brother to execute him.
Oh yeah.
I've never seen fear in a Predator.
Yeah,
I'm like, what the heck?
That was a really good scene.
I'm like, oh my god, this is the universe's worst nightmare, and he's showing fear. Demetrius Kalu Montanji. Yeah. Has he worked on any other projects?
Let's see.
No, not that many.
Jonah.
He's only worked on
4 projects.
Yeah.
Well, he's great.
Oh, he's gonna get some work.
Yeah, this is. I mean, he's gonna be Deck throughout the next few years. This is the
at least for a trilogy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or at least until the Alien versus Predator.
I would really enjoy him being in an episode of Killer of Killers if they do a second season.
Oh yeah.
To see like where he's at and everything else. I'm really interested to seeing how exactly that works out. I love the idea of him coming back for revenge, and then because I'm wondering if now he's chieftain.
No, he said that he's his own clan. I don't think he took over that one. I mean, you're kind of left to assume that something happened because the mother shows up.
Well, that's the thing, though, is that mom is showing up. He killed the war chief.
The dad.
But usually if you kill the war chief in like a warrior culture like the Spartans or anything like that, then you're war chief. Everything else.
When he said, "Oh, who's that?" It's my mother. I'm like, "Oh, mom's coming with the belt, dude. You're in trouble."
I should be there to congratulate him.
Probably. We don't know.
I legitimately, when I first saw it though, before he said it's my mother, I thought it was the ending of Killer of Killers.
Oh, that's what Sean said. Yeah.
Why?
Because the ending of Killer of Killers is they're in the ship and then they're flying and they're just flying through the Yautja world and then they're chasing them and he's like, let the hunt begin. So I thought it was gonna like blend in.
I see.
Yeah, that would have been cool.
The ending of Killer of Killers then bleeds into this movie and then it's like, oh, the next one's gonna be like a continuation of both. Trachtenberg is just killing it with Predator stuff. I really enjoyed his take on Prey. I'm loving this one.
Same person that did Prey, right?
Yeah, he's the one that's been doing everything. He did Trachtenberg did
Prey.
He did Killer of Killers. He also did a couple of episodes of Stranger Things. He which also I didn't know that either. Apparently, some of the aliens are the Duffer Brothers.
Oh, really?
The voices for the aliens were for some of them were the Duffer Brothers.
Okay.
Oh, that was why 10 Clover Lane.
He worked on 10 Cloverfield Lane. He also worked on the Portal short. What was it? He's done quite a few projects and he's done other things.
He's done a lot of science fiction.
Yeah.
That's dope.
But I'm really glad that somebody who really appreciates the prey, like the Predator, is now in charge of the Predators.
There's another detail I do want to highlight, which is kind of dope, and it goes back to this idea that they barely touched on the lore when it came to the Predators, and they really chose to respect it. It was the fact that the Predator would not accept help, so when he looked at Tia, he said, "You're a tool."
You're a tool.
And that's how we got the companionship. And even with Bud, like he didn't work with Bud until the very end, until he was taught that lesson of like, you got to be the wolf, you got to be the alpha. But for a good portion of that movie, the Predator was essentially just the Predator. And as much as Tia wanted to explain to him like, hey, you know what, like there's probably a reason why maybe you shouldn't join the clan, because Earth's mightiest predator is a wolf, one of Earth's mightiest predators, and they work together. The alpha's the top dog because he guards the family. When he learns that lesson, then it's when he starts to get the change.
So Trachtenberg, when he was going through this, apparently he really went off of Spartan mythology, and he also went over like their background of how exactly
you can tell
on how exactly they do like their honor code and everything else. But it's interesting because if that's the case, then you going into Spartan mythology was always about the trust in the man to your right, because they're the ones that are covering your flank.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting to see the Predators not necessarily understanding the fact of, yes, as a solo hunter, you're great. You are awesome at
You
this.
kick ass.
But if you were to go as an army, you would be unstoppable.
You'd conquer everything.
Yeah, there's no way you would get stopped.
Forget the Roman Empire. You're going to be Constantinople.
But I'm really excited. I'm looking forward to whatever comes next from Predator.
I think it probably will do really, really well this box office. I think it's projected to be somewhere in the over 50 mil.
What's it at right now? It's at 85?
85 on
Rotten Tomatoes. So it dropped down by 5.
Metacritic 71%.
What?
I wonder why.
71? What's the audience score for Rotten Tomatoes? It better be up to 90. 96.
96.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Certified fresh.
Hey, you know what sells a lot? Predator action figures.
Oh,
I feel like this is gonna sell well, especially Primal Predator.
Oh yeah, when the hot toys of this line comes out, everyone's gonna go crazy.
I want a Bud.
Everyone's gonna go crazy for that. His final form.
Oh yeah.
Oh, his final armor.
Yeah.
I think that's gonna be really sick. Also, the little acid shooter thing that was so cool.
Oh, you got sad when it got obliterated.
I know. I was like, the homie, no.
Not the homie.
Dude, he was a real. He jumped in front of a blast for him.
Yeah.
He was like, "Oh, Dad, no."
I got it.
And then he just got obliterated, and I was like, "Oh."
For the amount, I also want to say the amount of actual actors in this movie. I think there's only
6.
2.
Yeah.
So there's Ella Fanning, the guy that played Deck. Then you had the other synth, and then their goons. The goons were all the same people.
Yeah, but the goon was just the same person over and over again.
So it was 4. The cast
No,
was
because then you also had
Qua. So 5. So 6.
Dad, you had his dad plus you, and then I don't know who the other.
But I'm talking about like main.
Like
not to
main
say that. Yeah,
characters.
not to say like not disrespect the background actors.
And then I'm imagining that there was a motion capture person for.
For the monster.
Ella Fanning was great in this one.
I like the fact that she was able to switch so perfectly between the two, between Thea and also from what's her name? Thea and
Her sister. Was that her as well?
Yeah, she played both roles.
Oh shoot!
Mm-hmm. That's why they were twin. It was twins.
Okay.
That's why
they did real good work because I didn't realize that it was her.
They had kind of like scarred her up enough, and they changed her hairstyle, so that way you can tell them apart.
That's interesting.
And they did a really good job doing it on both.
And you know what? The movie deserves its credit when we talk about, like, was it a good action movie? Was it overshadowed by the humor? It had its good moments. It had its funny moments.
It felt like a very, like, if you want to give people a vibe of what it is, it felt very much like a very fun episode of The Mandalorian.
Yeah. I was thinking about showing this to Andy.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I'm going to show this to Mandy because Mandy would like this a lot.
Yeah, it's not bloody.
No.
It's not brutal.
You don't need to know anything. I think, and that's the thing we forgot to say, you don't really need to know anything about the, like, deep lore of the Predator franchise, nor the Alien franchise, for that matter.
They don't really bring up too much of anything. All you need to know is that Utani is evil and Predators hunt things.
And if you're a fan of those, you'll enjoy it even more.
Yeah.
If you're gonna argue and say like, well, they brought up Weyland-Yutani, how do you not bring up the xenomorph? Well, there's no need, and here's why, and it's a perfect explanation. Weyland-Yutani's mission statement has always been to bring things home to better humanity, right? So the xenomorphs, the idea behind that is to create a weapon. A better world, it's a better weapon, a better, something that would better humanity in its exploration, right? In this case, we're bringing home the Kalek because of its regenerative properties. So they're going after that species to be able to create something to better humanity.
It's interesting because immortality has really been a thing that the Alien franchise has been really going into.
Yeah,
with cyborgs.
In Alien Earth, the whole hybrid, that was like the entire point of that was for immortality. This regenerative property, that was already. I actually caught it. I thought it was interesting when she was going, oh, do you use warp speed? We haven't cracked that yet. And I was like, wait, haven't they? No, when you really think about it, they really haven't.
Yeah.
Because they still use hibernation chambers in order to do long space travel.
Long distance in which one was the Covenant? In Covenant, they use solar winds to.
But it's years. Like they have to naturally just go along, and then they put people to sleep. They wait, because even in Earth, they had 3 teams. Where it was like, okay, cool, this squad wakes up this time, this squad wakes up 3 months later, and this squad wakes up another 3 months, and they shift inside of it. So yeah, I thought that was interesting too, because it would make sense that Weyland-Yutani was like, oh, let's capture one of these guys, because then we have all of their tech, and if we can explain their tech and we can kind of decode it, it's gonna be better for us.
Yeah.
And everything else. Also, the fact that was a child's toy, wild.
That was funny.
It was a legitimate child's toy.
I love the idea of her going like, "Oh, that's a child's toy." When it blew up a dude's head, he's just like, "Oh, it's
a Yancha child's toy."
Yeah, it's a Yancha child's toy.
We know how to handle it, right?
Yeah. You know what made me automatically know that it was gonna, which also was another like nice little like thread to follow through, because remember when he's talking to his brother, and he goes, I remember the last time I used this. And he goes, yeah, it took
your fang.
Yeah. And I was like, well, it must be dangerous if it was able to rip off one of his fangs. Mm-hmm. So I was like, oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah.
I do want to know what's inside of it. Do you think it's just a pulse cannon? Do you think you open it up and it's just a pulse cannon?
Right.
Just it just pew.
It just aimed right at you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you dodge?
The director for this one was smart in lowering expectations as much as he did.
Yeah.
Because he went in and said, guys, there's no reference to Alien. There's no references in the skull. This is its own standalone thing. You don't need to know anything about Predator. It made the movie.
There's no hint at like a bigger, grander scheme that we're doing. We're just putting out the movie.
And it's good. It makes it worth a watch.
The only thing I was a little bit disappointed about, and that was just from like the trailers and everything else, the scene with the dad and the brother. I wish that wasn't in the
in the marketing.
I wish that wasn't in the marketing.
The final fight or the beginning?
No, in the beginning when the father reveals that he wanted his eldest son to kill his youngest son. Like when he says he should have done it in his sleep.
You should have done it in his sleep, because that was a clip that was released.
Yeah, that was posted online, and I was on the same boat with you. I was really disappointed that they showed that.
Yeah, because when I saw that online, I was like, this must be early.
It's so funny that you guys are watching it, because I've never seen that clip.
Mm-hmm. Really?
Yeah.
It just popped up on my it popped up on my social.
It popped up on my YouTube algorithm.
Because like you even told me like Stranger Things released 5 minutes of Stranger Things 5.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna watch it.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they kind of revealed something about Will.
Okay.
No, well, no. They basically show it. It cuts. If you guys don't want to hear what it is, go ahead and skip like maybe like 10 minutes of this. Basically, it shows Will in season 1 being taken by the Demogorgon, and then brought into the Upside Down, and then Vecna appears, and Vecna goes up to Will, a young Will, mind you, from season 1, and goes, "We have so much in plan." And then that's when he puts like that little feeding tube in him and stuff, and he's just putting in whatever it is. I don't know if it's information or if it's actual stuff, but then and then basically it just ends with like, I guess Vecna has always had a plan for Will.
It's been my plan the whole time to be defeated by you children.
I don't know. I feel like marketing needs to learn lessons and stop spoiling things.
Yeah, it's very interesting that they had to show that to us before the season is aired, because that's a very interesting plot thread that you're revealing in your final season.
Yeah.
That Will's the bad guy?
No, that Will is connected to Vecna this whole time.
I don't like the idea of Will being
gay.
No, that's your problem.
No, it's not. I didn't mention it. You're the one that brought it up.
You mentioned it right now.
I know, because Nick mentioned it.
No, because they went with the reveal. Yeah. And everybody was like, you never knew that Will was gay. I don't know why they brought up all this gay stuff in the last season.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Him crying in the car.
It's like, well, it never was brought up. It was never brought up before that Will was gay. It's like, you're not watching the show?
Okay, that vibe.
Yeah, you never.
Those long walks at night.
It was apparent in season 2. Yeah. No. Was it season 2 or was it end of season?
Dude.
No, it was end of season 1.
Season 1.
Season 1, she kept saying that he was always by himself.
Yeah, and then in season 2, remember at the dance, at the end of the dance in season 2, the girl comes up to Will, and then he's like so thrown off by it. He was like, oh. You can tell he was very uncomfortable.
What if he's not gay?
Can you imagine?
He looks at the camera, he's like, ah!
Yeah, he's not. I just like Will for Will. Don't worry, I'm not in love with it. Like,
never gay, guys. Never been.
Oh, look, Will, I thought I loved you. Oh, yeah.
No, but for real, come here.
It just cuts to him with. I'm not though. I'm not, but I could be. You want it. You want it.
Do you want to see it upside down?
Too soon.
Paywall. That's paywall.
It's the OnlyFans upside down.
What's gonna happen with that? It's sad to say, but you know it's gonna happen to one of the actors. Who's gonna fall off after the show?
Oh,
yeah,
Finn Wolfhard.
Finn Wolfhard. Dang, really?
Yeah.
I think it's a kid from that plays Dustin.
No, because I don't see him doing much more after this.
No?
I don't think so.
I can see him get into music.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, he is really big into music.
I think Finn Wolfhard, and it's kind of sad because I do like his persona, but I feel like he needs a better agent.
I watched his movie Hell of a Summer.
You told me it wasn't good.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
Did you did you see that Billy Bobby Brown was talking about what's it called?
David Harbour?
David Harbour.
Oh wait, was that a real thing?
No, I think it was fake.
Was it rumors?
It was fake.
There were rumors of her filing for bullying.
I don't know what it was. People were coming after David Harbour because there was a week before that.
Well, it also doesn't happen that David Harbour and his wife split.
Oh, okay, so that's a real thing.
No, they split a while back, but his wife is a singer and she came out with an album.
Yeah, no, Andy listened to it this week and she's just like, now I feel bad because she destroys David Harbour in that album like bad apparently.
They were both toxic as hell.
Yeah.
Like Taylor Swift does.
Huh?
What?
No.
Like when she comes out with a song with someone.
Yeah.
Have you seen that people are slowly kind of realizing about Taylor Swift?
Oh yeah, they're fine.
Like
the drugs wore off.
The curtain is kind of coming out.
Like the drugs wore off.
Yeah. And they're just like.
They're just like, oh wait a minute, hold on.
She's not that great of a person.
Wait a minute.
All right, we got to wrap up because we're going to hit 40 minutes. Predator Badlands. Yes, good. Positive.
Go see it.
I say go watch it.
8 out of 10.
I give it a 9 out of 10.
I want to give it a 10 out of 10. Not that it's a perfect movie because it's not.
Because it's not.
But it's probably the better sci-fi film of the year.
Bold.
Yeah.
I still think that's Superman. But
Superman sci-fi?
Superman sci-fi. They tackles the black holes. What do you think? He was just kind of like lollygagging.
I will say Superman is the better film, but Predator Badlands had bigger risks. It had to compete against it had to show itself to an audience that was very critical.
So did Superman.
Yeah, but Superman was going to be good because it was James Gunn.
No, people.
You also had to fight against Snyder fans, which we all don't like. Anyways.
Yeah, I'll talk about Snyder fans afterwards.
Yeah.
I'm really irritated with them right now.
So same. We'll talk about it after. Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Please check out our website, check out our YouTube, check out our audio platforms, check out our Spotify, check out everything, socials, Patreon, channel sponsor, w.gg. If you guys haven't checked out the podcast that came out yesterday or this week, 272. Our guest is Rachel, animator that has worked on projects for DreamWorks, for Nickelodeon, artist for Lorcana cards. If you guys want to check that out, please go do so. Go shoot her a follow as well. She was a great person to interview, great friend. Please check it out. Check it out. Let us know what you guys think about Predator Badlands. If you guys have seen it, let us know down in the comments what you guys thought. If you guys want to put out there some opinions, let us know.
Yeah. If you didn't like it, I don't want to hear it.
She was cool.
With that said, we'll see you all in the next video, guys. Bye.